This is definitely the episode to go detective mode. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Asha, and this is my channel where I like to react to a variety of stuff related to sci-fi / fantasy / comic books. And if you are returning to my channel as a subscriber, specifically for my reviews and reactions to upload, welcome back. There has been changes to my channel. If you're not up to date what those changes are, please go check out my updates video. It'll give you all the details you need to know. But if you're short on time and you just want to know what's going on and you want to watch me react and review this episode, then just listen up and I'll kind of tell you what's what. So as of this week, April 5th, 2021, I will no longer be uploading reactions showing any clips or footage of the actual episode. Instead, I will be providing you with a watch along, so I'll let you know what time I'm starting, and you can go on your streaming service, press play at the same time, and hopefully we're synced up enough where you can watch along how I'm reacting to the episode. And what I'll also be doing is pausing when I need to, I'll rewind when I need to, and try to let you know the time frames to which I'm doing that so you can keep up. Now, I'm fully aware that's usually not the style a lot of people like to do, but if you so happen not to mind that, then you're free to at least do that portion with me. And if you don't care for it and you're just like, okay, I'd rather just hear your review, then go into the description box, click on the timestamp for my review, and then you'll hear my full thoughts about episode 3 of Upload. And I want to also let you in on some really great news, which I do go over in detail in my update video, but I'll just tell you right now. And that is I have started a community online called Asha Media Club on Mighty Networks, and you are more than welcome to join and sign up for free and check out other bonus stuff that I share about Upload and other stuff that I like to watch that I don't share here on YouTube, because I kind of want to now create more of an exclusive community of people who are interested in the same things I like, and give them more perks to join me there rather than try so hard to go through the hamster wheel that is the YouTube platform. So with that out of the way, let me just kind of do a quick recap, more for myself than for anybody else, about episode 2, and then we're just going to head on and watch episode 3, and then I will give you my thoughts about it. Now, if it isn't clear, spoiler alert. I should have probably said it a little bit earlier in the video, but I'm letting you know now. I will be talking about spoilers related to this episode and episode 2 and episode 1, probably, depending on what shows up in this episode. So if you haven't watched any of the episodes, I'm just letting you know so you can't say I didn't tell you. There will be spoilers. All right, so back in episode 2, we learned a few key things. First thing we learned is that Nathan now has good grounds to believe that there was something nefarious going on behind his car accident, right? He met up with that billionaire who told him, based on the circumstance, that him and his partner Jamie were working on some app that was very competitive against the big titans of that industry. Chances are somebody murdered him because of that. And so that was probably the biggest reveal of episode 2. And then we also met Ernie, the dog therapist, which was quite an interesting thing to see. But yeah, so we had Ernie. We also had Luke, very interesting character, quirky, weird, hilarious character, which I hope we see more of him in this episode. But most importantly, we had this newfound connection between Nathan and Nora on a more personal level. So Nora, we find out, is going through some serious financial problems. She wants to kind of help improve her dad's health. Basically, Nora doesn't agree with her father's afterlife decisions. And so she has a moment, a really great moment with Nathan, where she's able to convey those feelings and thoughts, and he listens attentively without interrupting her, and genuinely listening to her and helping her feel a sense of solace and a sense of support from the most unlikeliest person. Because technically he's kind of like one of her caseloads, right? It's almost like a social worker, and he's the client, and here they are now connecting on a more even playing field to some degree, where it's really one person it's person to person, right? It has nothing to do with the professionalism part of it. So that was really cool. And then we also learned that Ingrid, Nathan's, I found out she's not necessarily his wife. She's still his girlfriend. It's just that Nathan committed to being in Lakeview under her care. So I don't know if that really makes much of a difference in terms of title, but still. Either way, she's committed to him for whatever reason. And in episode 2, we find out that she's now planning out his funeral. And so after reading the synopsis for episode 3, we find out we're going to now see this digital type of funeral, which I'm so excited about, because just the concept of being dead physically and then having your consciousness in a whole artificial construct, watching your funeral in the real world. It's mind-boggling and fascinating all at the same time, and I'm here for it, and I hope it's going to be hilarious and funny. I mean, that's why I watched the show in the first place, right? I did mention in my review of episode 2 that it wasn't as ha as I would want it to be. So I'm hoping this episode, the laugh factor will be up just a bit more. And of course, more fleshing out of these really cool characters that I'm just falling in love with every episode. So let's get to watching, all right? Let's do this, people. Trying to do this right. Okay, so let's start with your headphones. Get them on. So right now I'm on Amazon Prime and my queue is on pause. And so I will let you know, I'll do somewhat of a countdown of when I press play. Okay, so I'm at the 0 mark right now, and I'm just clicking away to set up to do this here, to watch this. All right, perfect. Okay, so you should see on my screen right now, we're at 0. And as I said, I will do my best to remember to take note of where I pause, if I need to pause, and if I need to rewind, I will let you know if it's by 10 or 20 seconds or more, or fast forward, what thereof. I try not to do it if I don't have to, especially for this kind of show, but I'm just giving you a heads up. So if I'm experiencing any kind of lag, I will let you know, and it may affect my reaction a little bit. So just giving you a heads up on that. I know this is not ideal, depending on where you are in the world. Sync ups for stuff like this is almost impossible based on internet connection and so forth. But it's the least I could do. It's the least I can do for those who may be able to actually really truly follow along, right? So again, like I said, if you are interested in a more comprehensive reaction to these episodes, the link is below in the description box for you to find out how to go about accessing that. Because I plan on watching more episodes and making it accessible to my members and not necessarily posting it right away to YouTube. So not only will you be getting extra thoughts about my reaction, but you'll also be getting early access to upcoming episodes throughout the season. Okay, so I'm ready to go and press play. So I'm just going to do here a countdown. So let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let me just situate myself properly here. And play. First download in history. CXN. Oscar Mayer Intel. Jeez. Oh, yeah. So the download is putting his consciousness into a body? Oh, no. 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 Oh, it's ugly. Yes. Oh my God. Right on point. These damn upgrades. Ew. worse. Is she doing that to mock him? Because that looks ridiculous. Whoa. Ew. Oh my God, that's so creepy. His face. Ew, ew. Why is he looking at him like that? Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Literally. She's like, kinda. Really? Okay, that means it's gonna be bad because they're hyping this up. At least he's honest. Okay, yo, that AI. Oh my God, why? That's so creepy. Ugh. Oh, wow. That's how far tech has gotten, huh? You could live forever with that. Oh, this is the first one. Shit. Why are they posting it on national television? If it's on TV, you don't need to record it on your phone, dude. I know this guy from The Office. Rupert. Oh, wow. So Nathan's gonna probably try to get, probably if like she's gonna get her to pay for that then, right? She's got money. Wow. Hopefully he doesn't smell burnt toast. Oh shit, he's bleeding. Oh no. Something's gonna go wrong. Ugh. Oh. Oh, fudge. Ah! Oh my God! Did not expect that. Shit. All right. Guess try again next time. Oh. Okay, so this makes a little bit more sense. Okay, let me just pause real quick. I just want to say something. I'm pausing at 5:22. Okay. So this makes a lot more sense that she was like all on board for him to be in Lakeview because she was like, okay, there's technology that will get you back into a body. And maybe she was hoping he was going to be back into like a hot body, or maybe do they clone the body? I can't remember if they said it was a clone or not. I can't. Yes, they did say it was a clone. So to her, it was like, oh, okay, well, just go to this heaven, right? And then we'll wait for the download technology. It's coming up real soon. I mean, for all I know, they probably said that in episode 1, but I didn't go back to watch it to know because it was my first reaction and all that. But either way, I'm just glad it makes sense to me now. That's likely what she wanted all along. But now this is kind of a setback because this download thing doesn't work. So Will she now change her mind to not want him? But she's paying for everything. Okay. I just want to clarify that for myself and kind of touch base with you if you're following along with me on this. Let's continue. All right, so I was at 5:22 and I'm pressing play right now. Luke. Is he licking his balls? Ah! He's eating ice cream, so the dog is licking his balls as a reflection of the action. His funeral? Oh, he's going to Nathan's funeral? Why does he want to go to his funeral? Oh. What a jackass. Oh, he's one of those customers. I don't think I like Luke very much anymore now. He's kind of he's an idiot. He's a douchey idiot. Who's this guy? Okay. Don't touch her. Oh, he's one of Nathan's friends. How's he friends with that guy? Get your hands off of her. Ugh, slimy, douchey men like that make me sick. You crashing a poor man's funeral. I can't pick the cat. Dumb AI. Wow, that was easy. What's that? How do they like this? Mildred. Okay there, Luke. Casanova or what? Wow. I need to rewind that. What the fuck? Okay, 20 seconds in at 9:02-ish. Oh my goodness. What a fucking loser. Sorry. It's funny though. It's funny. Oh, so oh. She can attend his funeral. Oh yeah, duh. Okay, in the real world. So you just watch it on a screen? Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, cool. Okay, it's like Zoom Wow. Okay, Jack. You're dead, man. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. No, Luke. Sit down. Sit down, Luke. He flaked on his own friend's funeral? What the hell? Mm. Maple bacon donuts. They're good. So weird. L'Oreal, they have sponsors. Photo generator. Oh my goodness, that's so weird. You could see his memories. I don't know if I want people to see my memories. Do you get to sign off what memory that gets shown at least? The hell? Okay, that answers my first question. Mm. It's a good way to describe that. Aw. What, they all dated him? Oh. Wow. Hmm. Why would she think that? She... What? Why would you put that as part of his memory? It's a funeral. Isn't this somebody you care about? Oh my god. I guess no one has any control what goes up there. Yikes. What is that? What is that? That's weird. Okay, I want to know what that was. Hold on. I'm gonna pause it. I'm pausing at 13:41 and I'm gonna do 20 seconds and then press play. Play right now. Is that his car? Is that... Oh shit, I think that was his car, right? Where he had the accident? I think. Okay, whatever. That's it? That's what you give him? You didn't have to say it like that. Can I get a venti latte? Aw. She's cute. Superficial. Yeah. That is so rude. Oh, sure, I'm sure. Probably never was probably never in the army. Oh, it sucks. So she probably got like, what, 50 bucks? I don't know. That lady. The fact she notices that. Oh, damn. Okay, Sherlock. Are you allowed to ask people these questions at a funeral? Oh. Wait, pause. Okay, pausing at 16 or 1622, okay? So, okay, remember I keep saying, why does Ingrid want to be with him? And this Fran lady is now suspicious of the fact that it wasn't an accident. And I keep thinking maybe Ingrid had something to do with it because she's sketchy as F, okay? And oh, she probably wanted to get paid out because it was an accident. And then by being somewhat of a spouse, somewhat maybe, you know, committed to him with the whole Lakeview thing, she would get it as a payout because she's living in the world. So it's to get his money. But she's already rich. So, like, that's greedy if that's the case. She already has money. Anyways, not saying she's a gold digger, but let's find out. Okay. Pressing play right now. Okay. Fran's funny and cool at the same time, but weird too. That's a dedicated car insurance chiquita to come to his funeral to figure that out. Really? Who? Why is she bringing him up? What is this? Okay. What? That's what you're toasting to? He's right behind you. What the fuck is wrong with this woman? Okay, good. Remind him. Jesus. Oh, Oh my goodness. Oh. What? He left? What? Nathan, you had some shitty ass friends, man. That is so sad. There's not one person? Okay, here we go. Why are people leaving his funeral? Nora's there! Yes! Aww. He was so surprised. You didn't mention him at all? Yeah. Mm-hmm. What a manipulative piece of shit. That's not the point. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. What? Oh, okay. I hate Ingrid. I hate her. It's like she's holding him hostage now. What the Oh, Nathan. Okay, we see her true colors. She is an absolute C word. I'm sorry. That's being honest here. It's so weird that they hang out with each other. Oh my God, I'm so mad by Ingrid. Like, that is one of the worst forms of manipulation you can do in a relationship. Cousin Fran? Wait, what? Cousin Fran? That's his cousin? Okay, sorry, paused at 20:58. Going back 10 seconds. Did I hear that right? And pressing play now. Oh my God. It's his cousin. Well, I guess it explains why she's so on top of this. Okay, pause again. 2126, that's where I'm at. This woman is just a nosy ass gym teacher posing as a detective. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's your cousin and all, but damn, that's some loyalty. Or she's just really nosy and pokes her nose anywhere. Okay, I just needed to... It changes everything now knowing she's not a detective and she's his cousin. Oh, Lord, Fran, but anyway. Okay, I won't pause unnecessarily like this too much, I promise. All right, so I'm at 2126 and play. She's not a detective. That's hilarious. Gift bags at a funeral? Oh, no, you did mean them. Don't you lie. Oh, he has to pretend now. How's it a best funeral for her? Like, how is she taking satisfaction with this? Oh, poor Nathan. He knows he is effed now, man. What the hell was that? Wait. Okay, I have to rewind that. Because why did he do that? Why did you need to prove that you got gift bags? Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, man, this is my reaction. I need to understand this. So 20 seconds, we're going to go back. I'm at 2227. And I'm going to click 10 seconds twice. 1, 2. And I'm going to play. Okay, Ernie doesn't look happy with that either. Why is that? Okay. Botox babies. Ew, I don't know if I like that idea. Who's Josh? Oh, the guy who, mm-hmm. Hmm. They were both so young? Wait, stop. Okay, I'm at 2324, paused. I'm gonna go back 10 seconds, because she just told him Nathan's dead. He said they were both so young. Who's he referring to? Why would he say they? Hold on. Okay, going back 10 seconds now, and pressing play now. What? Maybe he didn't hear her well. Okay, suspicious much? Why did he refer to him as they, though? It's like he just presumed him and... Oh, Jamie's... I think I just figured it out. But let me finish watching. Hey, at least William tried. Ingrid. He's feeling it now, man. I don't think Jamie's alive, people. I have a theory. Oh, this sucks, man. Be dead and have a shitty funeral. All right. I'm gonna stop this. All right, people. That's my reaction to this episode. Now, on to my review of it. This was for sure the funniest and, in my opinion so far, the best episode yet. Because not only did I get a lot more laughs that I wanted, some really kooky ones too, and surprising ones, but also it totally dived in deeper with the characters, specifically Ingrid and Nathan and Nora and other factors that came into play that gave you more of an idea of kind of the person Nathan was. And yeah, all that good stuff, which I'm going to touch on in a more cohesive manner in just a few moments. So I want to say for sure, this is a thumbs up episode. And I definitely want to talk to you about my theory now with Jamie and how, yeah, that Josh guy definitely had something to do with what happened to Nathan and what's likely happened to Jamie, which, yeah, okay, I'll get to that. All right. So let me tackle on the stuff that I absolutely loved, and I just, want to talk about the fact of what it meant to me. So some of the key scenes. Let's start with just even the first part with the whole download situation. So if you did decide to watch my watch along reaction part of this video, you saw where I was like really like taken aback at the reaction, or taken aback, my reaction to the reaction of this whole concept of getting your body cloned and then getting your consciousness downloaded back into it. So it's like, as if like death or this Lakeview place is somewhat an in-between place until they can perfect that technology. So it became more clear to me now. All right, upload as a concept, they've perfected it to the degree, they've got caseworkers and you can do whatever you want and there's money and it's not, but they haven't perfected the technology of taking what they've uploaded and download it into something else. So that's really cool, because now not only are we going to be dealing with this false construct of a world that Nathan's in, we're now dealing with the whole narrative of being in a false construct world to then be put back into the real world, so to speak. Well, no, not so to speak, like for real, in a clone body. And I can go on about that, and I don't want to babble, because I feel the babble modes coming up on me, but that was just so fascinating. And for someone like myself who loves science fiction, I just love anything where we can extend our imagination to what could be possible and what man is actually trying to do. And when I mean man, I mean like mankind, okay? I just like that science is already trying to figure out these ways to transfer or separate basically body and mind, right? Anyway, that is really cool from the get-go. And then we have that really fascinating whole thing with that AI, which that will probably stick with me in my mind, because that actor, I gotta give him credit, he plays creepy really well. I mean, why was he looking at Nathan like that? It was really weird. Like, I guess, are they implying that even an AI consciousness can have a made or constructed sexuality? Like, is it implying that it's a gay AI? Because he seems to have a crush on Nathan or something. Nothing wrong with that. I just find it like, is that where they're leading to? I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what do you think of that? Then we have, I wrote some notes down here. Then we have, I love that moment with Ernie. And I love how now it shows that whatever Ernie as a man is doing in the real world, there will be somewhat of a translation of that in the actual programming. So when Ernie's licking ice cream, as a man, as a dog, he's licking something else. And I love how they show that difference. And I could see that that seems very realistic given the circumstances. And then we have Luke, of course, gosh, that scene where he's just bitching about getting what he wants and he calls her supervisor. There was some commentary there, okay? I mean, I might go back to watch it. I don't know. I say that, but most of the time I never do. I like to just kind of have my reaction and move forward. To be honest, it depends on the material. But for that case, from what I'm remembering, it seemed as if like he's, like I said, I've worked in customer service for many, many years. And you get those customers, right? They always have to get what they want, and they will throw anybody under the bus to get it. And that scene where he completely dismisses this woman who is supposed to be his representative, and he's like, I want to speak to your supervisor, just to get what he wants. And then the supervisor, instead of taking her side, to her was like, oh, okay, well, I'll get the good review and you get a shitty review. So there's that competition with the hierarchy of personnel, in a sense, because if she's the supervisor, why would you be so quick to make your own, like, subordinate, I guess you'd say, look bad in front of the client. And then I just answered my own question. In the sense, for her, it's like it's about the client. The client, I guess customer's always right kind of situation. But it showed Luke to be very, very obviously very immature. He's childish. He's a man child. He's a man child, and now that's very, very clear. I mean, I thought in episode 2 he was just a goofball in a sense, but now they're just making it clear this man is a very immature man child. But he's funny. He's funny. I'll give him that line that I had to rewind a million times, where he pretty much, about Ingrid's great grandma or whatever, and he finds her hot and she'll do anything for a can of soup. Oh my God, that just floored me. I love that kind of humor. That was really good. Okay, what else here I have noted? All right, now we have his mom. I thought that was really interesting. It was a very brief moment. When I think back on it though, when she puts her hand up to the screen to Nathan and she's like, "You look so real." And Nathan's like, "I am real." And she's like, "Technically you're not." And I thought that was a really small moment, but it meant a lot in terms of giving you an understanding as a viewer, her mindset about her perception of this virtual reality. To her, if you're virtual, if you're not actually physically tangible, then you're not real. And that I hope they explore further on in other episodes to kind of give you an idea of when this kind of technology came to pass in the real world. She obviously was part of that generation that had to be forced to now accept this as not just real science, but reality, really. Reality within reality, right? So I think that's very interesting, just showing briefly how to her, no matter what people are saying, no matter what the fact she has to be there and go along with it, she doesn't see her son as real, because his body, she saw his head got nicked off. To her, that was her son that lost his head and he's dead in body. You know what I mean? Then we had that really interesting scene of Nathan having this corrupt memory, or not corrupt, but it was a brief memory of seeing someone. And by rewinding it, it seemed as if it was someone maybe before he passed out after his accident, because it's a memory, and the person checking on him. Then again, it could have been a police officer, right? Well, no, I guess not, because the way they showed it, and they showed Nathan being suspicious about it, proves that that was obviously someone not related to the scene that was there for whatever purpose, checking on whether maybe Nathan was dead. So maybe that's someone that is part of this whole conspiracy to murder Nathan. Likely that's the case because of the way they're trying to show us that was a suspicious thing for us to see. And I love the fact that they also show Nora noticing it too, because that gave her more incentive at the end of the episode, as you saw, to call that Josh guy and ask more questions. So she's now on the hunt of finding out, was Nathan killed? And it's obvious to us now as viewers that there's definitely some foul play at hand. And then that leads into Fran, who is now, we know, as Nathan's cousin, nosy ass Fran. But Fran nonetheless cares enough to look into it, because to her, nosy or not nosy, I'm just kind of playing it up with it. But really, what she sees is something is not right. And she wants to figure it out regardless. So it makes me wonder, is it because it's her cousin she's going out of her way to figure things out? Because when you go back to that scene, in my memory, when I go back to when she was in the car and then she was checking with the AI, the whole situation, it made it seem as if they convinced us the way they shot it and the way the kind of lines they gave her. It made it seem as if she was an official representative of some company checking out the circumstances. So I just find it interesting that her cousin dies and she'll go out of her way to just be like, well, how did he die? And why did he die? And what would lead her to just go to the car and find these clues as a gym teacher? And then, of course, she says, I like to solve puzzles, but still, honey, why? Why? Now that I think about it, it's likely because what she said to Ingrid, that the hospital had mentioned that his vitals were going up, which makes it even more suspicious. And so that's probably what gave her his vitals went up, but they still, chopped off his head and sent him up to upload. Why is that? So that gives us a bit more insight as to the guidelines and rules before you get uploaded and somehow they went against those guidelines based on the hospital records. That obviously gave her, you know, the bone that she needed to start digging for clues. And her interaction with Ingrid, that was a little weird. I mean, this whole attack on her hair, and I love how she ended. Like she had the drop mic moment on Ingrid when she's like, you know, the conditioners for ding dongs, because Ingrid is a ding dong, and I'm gonna speak my thoughts about Ingrid in the next few seconds. I also like that they showed now through Nathan's ex-girlfriends the kind of man he was. I mean, he was that good of a boyfriend that all three of them not only showed up to his funeral, but they seemed to genuinely care about him. They seemed to be reminiscing with actual positivity about him. And one of them, she made it quite clear, right? Like they were dating very, like there was a small gap. She made sure to say there was a gap, but it was, you know, but the gap wasn't obviously significant for them to either of them to be offended that he dated them. And I'm just like, was it one after the other? And it's just interesting, you know? And of course it gives Nora the insight of that he's not a bad guy. Here are three women that like him and care about him enough to come to his funeral and commemorate about him. And I thought that was just really interesting. And it shows, you know, Nathan is really a good guy, but at the same time too, through the interaction with Ingrid, let's talk about this bitch, because it is clear that not only is Nathan nice, but he's too nice for his own good. He's naive, and he's now in the clutches of, in my personal opinion, an absolute monstrous person. Maybe it's because of my own personal trauma with emotional manipulators like that, who try to take control of aspects of your life that they know is your weak spot. And that's what she's done. She has made sure now that not only is she in control, but he can't cross her. Otherwise, it's literally swipe to the right and you're deleted. And the way she went about making that so clear and having no regard, either she understood what she did was wrong and didn't give a F, or she's just a complete narcissist biatch and she doesn't give a fuck. She's like, this is my way or the highway and you're just an accessory. Obviously, that's the kind of persona I think they're trying to, this actress is beautifully and wonderfully executing as an actor, by the way, to the point that I have these strong feelings to her actions. It was just so gut-wrenching to see Nathan not only finally see her true colors, but understand he is now officially trapped by this woman's whims. And for me as a viewer now, having to watch him jump through hoops to please her, and then she now knows that he knows that she can just delete him. Oh, that drives me bananas. That drives me bananas. And it's testament again, like I said, to this actor's performance, because I hate Ingrid. I hate her. All right, now let me talk about my theory in regards to Jamie and how now I've pieced together, as I was writing my notes about this episode, I think I've pieced together Derek's involvement in this too. Okay, so let me just kind of rewind here, just for you to follow along with my busy mind right now. So in the funeral part, those scenes, we learned that Nathan has been trying to call Jamie and Jamie won't return his calls. Yet, he does communicate with Derek to tell Derek that he wasn't even going to show up to the funeral. And he even communicates with the mother because she said that Jamie had to use the money that was left over from their company to finish up the work that was left behind. So the mother had communication with Jamie, Derek had communication with Jamie, yet Jamie won't return his calls. And then what makes this so weird, where it's like, is Jamie dead though? Or Jamie's missing? Because Josh, I think that was a slip up when Josh said to Nora, as you saw me rewind back to see, if you did watch that part of my video, basically Nora tells him Nathan's dead. And Josh replies, they were both so young. Why would you say they? Unless you set up to get them both out of the picture because they were competition from the episode that we saw where he was trying to buy their app from them or invest in their app that was very highly competitive. So my theory is Josh and the powers that be with Josh's group hired perhaps a contract person to sabotage Nathan's car and possibly go after Jamie. And the reason why he can't get a hold of Jamie because Jamie ain't alive. But the question is, who's communicating with Derek as Jamie, perhaps? Or who's communicating with the mom as Jamie? So with all the technology they have in this show, I'm sure voice like imitation devices, I'm sure that it must exist. And I would not be surprised. It would not surprise me if somehow somebody's impersonating Jamie so that the mother got that communication and Derek gets the communication, but Jamie is not alive. I do not think he's alive. Why? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Jamie's his best friend, his partner in business. Why would he not call back Nathan? Unless, I was literally thinking, unless Jamie's in on it too, but that wouldn't make any sense because why did Josh slip up? Why did Josh say they? And then try to kind of self-correct himself by being like, oh yeah, wait, who died again? Right? So maybe I'm overreading into this, but I don't think I am. I mean, lines in TV shows, they all have a meaning. And when an actor slips up a line, that's why you've got a continuity expert and all. That's why you got those moments where they got to redo their line. So I think it was a deliberate slip up for us as clues to pick up on of something happening behind the scenes. And I think it's going to be one of those classic tales where we're going to have an episode that'll come up, I am sure of it, where they'll find Jamie's dead body and it's been dead for like weeks or something, right? Probably dead since the day Nathan technically died. But somebody's been playing games behind the scenes, perhaps with the tech they have. I'm pretty confident of that. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to be like, people, I'm wrong. But it just seems likely. I watch so many types of sci-fi stuff and that I could see that being a pattern for this show. And of course, hopefully they do it in a really fun and hilarious manner. But yeah, that's my theory on that. So if you enjoyed this reaction watch along, let me know in the comments. If you didn't like it and you could care less for it, I understand. If you enjoyed the review and if you have your theories, especially if you are watching along with me and you're not jumping ahead to watch other episodes, even if you've actually watched this whole season and you're just watching somebody react to it for the first time, let me know in the comments if I'm on the right track. Just say, Asha, you're on the right track about Jamie, right? So I'd be looking forward to seeing how it actually happens. I don't mind stuff like that. I really don't. All right, people, you know what to do if you enjoyed this video. The prompt is there on the screen. As I said, if you want to join my community at Mighty Networks under Asha Media Club, all that information is in the description box, as well as check out my updates video that gives you more details about that particular community that I've just recently built for fans of this show, as well as other shows that I watch and review on this channel. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Asha, peacing out. Bye, people. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.